He is known for his faithful service as a priest and his tenure as the benefice of Steeple Langford. He is recognized for his philosophical opinions, which were heavily influenced by Descartes, Malebranche, and John Norris. His name is Arthur Collier. Arthur Collier, a diligent and faithful priest in Steeple Langford, found himself in financial difficulties. To overcome his struggles, he made the difficult decision to sell the reversion of the Langford Advowson to Corpus Christi College, Oxford. As a result, he and his family relocated to Salisbury, where his two daughters, Jane and Margaret, were born. During his time in Salisbury, Collier immersed himself in the study of philosophers Descartes and Malebranche. Their works had a profound impact on him, shaping his philosophical opinions. Interestingly, Collier made no mention of the influential philosopher Locke in his writings, suggesting a lack of familiarity with his works. In 1712, Collier penned two essays, one exploring substance and accident, and the other entitled Clavis Philosophica. However, it was his seminal work, Clavis Universalis, or A New Inquiry After Truth. Being a demonstration of the non-existence, or impossibility, of an external world, published in 1713, that garnered attention and praise. Notable figures such as Reed and Stewart lauded his work, and it even captured the interest of the Leibnizians. The book's impact extended beyond its initial publication, with a German translation by Johann Christian Eschenbach the Elder in 1756. Collier's philosophical journey was distinct, as he delved into the concept of the non-existence of an absolute external world, believing instead in a reality shaped by the perceiving observer. While his ideas predated Berkeley's treatise concerning the principles of human knowledge and theory of vision, there is no evidence that Collier was aware of Berkeley's works before his own book's publication. Arthur Collier's intellectual exploration and unique philosophical viewpoints left an indelible mark on the philosophical landscape. His diligent studies and bold ideas continue to intrigue scholars and provoke contemplation on the nature of reality and perception. Arthur Collier, a philosopher known for his unique views on perception and the existence of an external world, embarked on a philosophical journey that challenged traditional beliefs. Collier's work, particularly his book Clavis Universalis, delved into the nature of perception and the concept of an external world. His views were grounded on two presuppositions, which formed the basis of his argument. In the first part of Clavis Universalis, Collier aimed to prove that the visible world is not external. He argued that the seeming externality of a visible object is no proof of its real externality. Collier used illustrations to highlight that the perception of a centaur, for example, can be as vivid as any object of sense. This led him to conclude that a visible object, as such, is not external. Collier's arguments challenged the common notion of an objective external world. Collier recognized the objections based on universal consent, such as a means of verifying the existence of the visible world, and the truth and goodness of God. He naively argued that if universal consent refers to the agreement of those who have considered the subject, then his view could also be claimed as universally accepted. He also aligned with Berkeley's belief that objects of sight are distinct from those of touch and that denying the externality of secondary qualities does not impugn God's truth and goodness. The second part of Collier's book delved into metaphysical arguments to prove the impossibility of an external world. He used the logical principle of contradiction to deduce contradictions from the hypothesis of an external world, such as the world being both finite and infinite, movable and immovable, and more. Collier even found his work useful in refuting the Romish doctrine of transubstantiation, highlighting that the denial of an external world eliminates the distinction between substance and accidents. Collier's work bears resemblance to Berkeley's philosophy, as both philosophers shared a dissatisfaction with the theory of representative perception. They argued that the object perceived is the sole reality and rejected the notion of an unperceiving material cause. However, Collier lacked the scientific development and explanation that Berkeley provided. Collier's assertions were bald, leaving much to the reader's interpretation. His work did not gain the recognition it deserved, partly due to its crude thought and inferior style. Despite his philosophical curiosity, Collier remained an adherent of the High Church Party, although his views were not orthodox. He engaged in theological debates, challenging Bishop Hoadley's defense of sincere errors and attempting to reconcile Arianism with orthodox theology. Collier's theological views can be compared to Berkeley's Cyrus. Collier's philosophical work continues to intrigue and challenge conventional beliefs. His exploration of perception and the existence of an external world urges us to question our assumptions and consider alternative perspectives. Collier's ideas remind us that reality may not be as straightforward as it seems, encouraging us to delve deeper into the nature of our experiences and beliefs.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.